Hello inmates and welcome back to the inn. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name, and we are at rank 8 and we're going to be playing some of that sweet Yogg Druid just to kind of mix it up because we haven't played Druid in quite some time. And I actually, I've been enjoying this deck. I know it's a little broke back, but there's a lot of decision making in each turn that, you know, the Druid gives you, whether it's transformations or, you know, being able to Raven Idol, or do I Wild Growth, or which one do I use on Nourish. So there's a lot of kind of small choices within there that definitely change the layout of how the rest of the game pans out. So the deck's a little, some games are broke backs, but some of them actually require a little bit of thinking. So going against a Warlock, most of the time you can just assume it's a zoo for the most part. By the way, guys, today, not as long as the other day, so we're a little bit more awake. But these days, guys, I might have to only record on weekends because I don't want to be exhausted when I make these videos for you guys. But I'll do my best to keep staying awake. Again, we've got another Red Bull here with us. I used to drink Monster a lot, but then it just, I don't know. Both of these mess me up, but they're the only things that wake me up. But I think Red Bull messes me up less. So that's why we're drinking this currently. Yeah, when I drink Monster, it's just like I'm bouncing off the walls for a little bit, and then it's not like a crash. It's more of like a strange, I don't know how to describe it. You're like tweaky, but you're not tweaky. You're tired, but you're not tired. You're just like some sort of purgatory state of not energized, but not quite tired. You're just like neer. I don't know. I have no idea if neer is the sound it makes. I don't know, guys. But that's how I feel. I think we can actually go ahead and innervate out the Mire Keeper just for the ramps, and or we could innervate out Violet Teacher, but I actually just like going for the ramp here. Like we've got a pretty sizable opening hand. We can go ahead and play Violet Teacher next turn. Maybe we'll draw into maybe a cheap spell, but if we go ahead and ramp the Violet Teacher, like what are we going into? We have no spells in our hand. It's all El Creatuladoras. So it's this guy. You don't want this guy in your opening hand. You don't want this guy at all until like turn 6 on. Because most of the time it's going to be quite expensive for you to play him. And 12 spells is a lot. And, yeah. Wild Growth is a good draw, but do we just Wild Growth, puts us at 6, so next turn we Violet Teacher Hero Power? Or we just go Violet Teacher and we can Wild Growth next turn? I think just putting the Violet Teacher down, fighting for this board, making him have to make trades is pretty good. I see Abusive Sergeant doesn't do it, so maybe a Power Overwhelming, Double Abusive, Direwolf Abusive. He's definitely going to want to kill this Violet Teacher ASAP, and if he doesn't, we're just going to Wild Growth following turn Ancient War, and then it's just Dunzo Bunzo. So I don't really see what he's going to do besides having to kill the Teacher, which is going to sacrifice a lot of his burst. There's the Peddler. Do not give him the Power Overwhelming or the Soulfire. If Soulfire and then he discards Silverware Golem, have mercy. Have absolute mercy on my soul. So there's the swing. Do we see the Soulfire come down from the Peddler? Yeah, he's picking it up. He's targeting. We were down, boys. Do not. All right, discard the Power Overwhelming. So he actually had 2 options there, and he chose the option that left his creature on the board. We're gonna go with the Raven Idol into a spell. Starfall always looks good in this matchup. So does Feral Rage for the armor because he's always going face. But Starfall, due to the fact that he fills his board up with garbage, and we most of the time don't have a fantastic way to deal with shit, is pretty good. We also could go ahead and like pick the mark, right? So we'd mark this, make this trade, hero power that down. But I like just the Starfall. We're going to go ahead and, of course, Wild Growth. Now for the trades, we're going to Hero Power, of course, destroy this Imp as it generates more dudes. And then from here, it's either go for this trade or go for this trade. But if we go for this trade, this guy dies. If we go for this trade, maybe he'll make the assumption that he'll just leave this alive, right? And then he'll like summon more creatures, go face. We go ahead and throw the Starfall, Hero Power, following turn Ancient War. So I think making the 1/1 trade is the right thing because he'll make the mistake not to make the trade up the following turn due to the fact that we can Starfall anyway. But it's weak to Defender of Argus, right? Because this only does 2 damage. He Defender of Argus this, it goes to 3, forcing us to have to Hero Power this. Sorry for talking quickly, but I needed to spit out all that information. Alright, so it looks like it's just going to be a solid Starfall turn. We could go War, but that just leaves too many creatures up, right? So we just go Starfall, say how you doing. We could even go for the Living Roots to summon 2/1/1 Groots, and I really don't see a problem with that either. These guys are cute, they're cuddly, and they kill 1/1s. And then next turn we could drop the 8/8 or we drop the Taunt. We draw a spell, we play the spell, we drop the Giant. We don't I don't mind the War. The War is good. The War is such a fantastic card. Like a 5/10 with Taunt absolutely destroys any aggro deck. It's just like, it's the aggro deck destroyer. Destroyer of worlds. Alright, so we summon the googly-eyed Octopops. The Raven Idol's pretty good. I think we're going to go with the Raven Idol into a spell. We'll get Swipe and it's GG no re. Bite, Mark, Savage. I think we're going to go for the Bite here. Due to the fact this guy costs 6, I think we're just going to go for the War. And from here, we're going to go ahead and make these trades. Due to the fact that he can put a Direwolf on one side, and it'll make them do a lot more damage than they need to. We're also not going to win this game by pushing 2 damage face. We're winning this game by building up a crazy board, drawing into Nourish, throwing out big creatures he can't deal with. We're not winning by pushing 2 damage face. So just control the board for now, and we'll push the damage later. For some reason, I've had the song Hard Knock Life stuck in my head all day. And I've got some stories for you guys with my new job. It's pretty interesting. Alright, so we could go Bite. This costs 5, and this would actually work out quite well. What would we bite, though? Like, what are we biting? I guess we could bite the Walker and then swing into the... No, it'd be better just to swing here and bite this. Yeah. So we'll bite, we'll play this dude, we swing here, and then we swing here, and then we'll start going, yeah, we'll hero power down these guys and just go face with this. There's too much damage to miss out on, and even if he Direwolves, it's hard to get through the 5/9. Yeah. So I've got some stories. Next time we record, I'll write them down so I can remember what exactly the stories I want to tell and kind of things that have happened. Because right now, off the top of my head, guys, I'm too tired to Story time with Rob is something that cannot be cheapened out on here. The story time with there's the Direwolf. So if we would have left the 1/1s alive, he would have an additional 4 damage. We would have pushed what, 4 to 6 damage more on the board, but is it worth it? Probably not. Because he played Direwolf, this guy needs to die. There's another War. That's fantastic. I think this might be a Kansamida from this dude. So, do we just go face? Like, we kill one of these. I know that. We swing 13 face, puts him at 10. If we swing 5 face, it puts him at 17. If we swing that, it puts him at 15. So, yeah, we'll just go face. There's no point not to. He would have to, right, currently he has 6 damage, 8 damage on board. He can push through 1 War, but we're still pushing lethal with the 8/8 and the 5/8, which means you have to have, like, double PO or Doomguard, or PO Doomguard. Defender of Argus doesn't, what is that, 5, 7, 9? It still doesn't push through the 2nd War. Tapping... Why wouldn't he tap prior? He's not discarding anything unless he has a Soulfire in his hand, and then he would want to like tap into like Silverware, but that, yeah, that could do it too. But yeah, story time, that's something we can't cheap out on. Oh, we're on a win streak. Yeah, I was actually playing. So, I wake up at 4:30, and then we get to the office at 5:36, and then the guys, of course, we got to open up, so, we got to be there before the other guys get there, and they get there at like 8, so we're there for like 2 hours ahead of time, you know, filing, doing paperwork, submitting, figuring out what the orders we got going out that day and what service calls need to be done. So in that 2 hours, I normally play a little bit, or try to play as much as I can. Obviously, I can't record because I'm at the office and, you know, I'm doing other things, but I played a couple of games this morning, and it looks like I went on a win streak. I didn't recall that, but that's good. Alright, so against Rogue... We have Wild Growth, and we basically just against this guy, against Rogue, we just explode him, right? We just build a board real quick. Rogues don't have removal for that shit. Nourish, not something you keep. Azure Drake's good, but you know, it's just not, we just keep Wild Growth. We look for Innervates, we look for Mire Keepers, we look for the Teachers, we build a big board. There's the double Wild Growth, and the Teacher and Fandral. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. So if we... Alright, so we coin, we wild growth, we have 3 next turn, then we wild growth, we have 5. That doesn't do anything. So we're gonna save coin, wild growth, wild growth. That's 6 coin into Fandral, into Wrath, into Living Roots. That is the deal. War is good. When you've got double wild growth, you just play that shit. It's a lot of ramp. And this guy is just... It's done, so. Well, that's pretty good. That's a good opener for this guy. I don't know if he's playing the, like, aggro rogue, or what's going on here. But so far, his start has been, pretty good. These guys are good. Because they, not only do they, they're 2/2s, you know, they deal a sizable amount of damage early on, but they also generate that, random class card, which could be good, you know, swipes, Savage Roar.
Thank you.
Perfect curve off the top, nice. So we might have to coin into war. Oh, Mire Keeper into more ramp? I don't think so. I think coin into war, and hopefully he doesn't have sap, right? Like, there's too much damage we're taking. We're already taking 9 damage on turn 4, and we had taken already 5 damage. So, did he just draw the sap off the top? Oh, Shadow Strike. Still not good, but, you know, better than a sap. That's 2 cards so far off the top. It was Tomb Pillager off the top, and then the 5. At least it made the trade, but now he gets coin, so he could like coin into 3-drop, but it looks like he just went for the passive. Alright, so do we go Mire Keeper? I think we go Mire Keeper, make the little dude, because we already played double wild growth, unless we get something good for like Fandral or Teacher. No. I think we just make the slimes. Playing these guys right now is just not enough value. Like next turn we go Violet Teacher swipe, that's okay. And if we would have done that, maybe we should have attacked one of the 2/2s, put it at 1, but that tells them we have swipe. We don't want to tell them we have swipe. Because putting any creature to 1 means you either have Wrath or swipe. But because, oh my god, disgusting. We should have put it to 1. Because then when we swipe this, it would have killed this one. But now it doesn't kill either of them. Which means they can now trade and kill the Teacher. So attacking this was right. Who would have known? Oh, swipe Azure Drake's really good, but we can't wait on that. That's too much waiting. We could just go Azure Drake, but he's still pushing a lot of damage, right? Like, yeah, we just go Teacher swipe. We have to. I know it's bad, but we have to try to mitigate. We're at 17, doesn't seem like a lot, but rogues push out damage. Double Evis, Leroy, Cold Bloods. All of the good stuff. So an option there was to go like Teacher Fandral. He's gonna want to kill both, save swipe, but so he's backstab, combo activator, or he's just gonna make the attacks. Hopefully he got really bad Druid cards, but most of the Druid cards honestly are pretty good, whether they're Mark of the Wild or whatnot. Well, that's worked out really well for him. All right, so we want to draw into. Wow, I don't think we're winning this. This guy's had a fucking retarded opening hand, or fucking retarded hand in general. So 8, 8, and 5, so he's pushing 13 just right here. So Azure Drake, we need to draw into something like a mulch. A war's not gonna do it, so we just go Fandral and go face. We gotta give him targets he's gonna want to kill. We, you know, he's pushing 13 damage. He either has the remainder in the hand. Yeah, the Savage Combatant's definitely gonna do it. Good job. And we thought we had a good hand. Yeah, right. Not compared to that. That was amazing. That was a pretty good hand from him. Maybe we played that out wrong. Maybe we should have played a creature earlier. Yeah, maybe we should have, instead of playing the Mire Keeper, threw out like a Fandral or Teacher. Made him have to target that first. I'm not sure. It was probably fine to throw out the Fandral earlier on, make him waste some shit on it, like the Sinister. And then he would have had to swing both of the 2/2s, saving us like 6 damage. I don't know. I think we... So if we innervate on to the Mire, it puts us at 4, but then we still have to wait a turn for Nourish. I don't think we hold Nourish in opening hand. It just seems bad, but Mire Innervate seems good. War is not good. It's too much. So hopefully this guy is not playing Control Paladin. That is not what I want to go against at 10 o'clock at night after a long day. I want to go against Aggro Paladin because it's simple and to the point. It's just a bad version of Zoo. Alright, so we're just going to innervate out my arcade bar. Definitely just always, most of the time you're going to go for the ramp unless you're like 7 or 8 mana plus and you're not looking like, let's say you have, oh my god, I hit the mic and I'm not the greatest right now. Alright, we're going to fix this. I got to go to the tab out screen because I have to align this for you guys because it would drive me insane to watch a video where the guy didn't line up his little woofer thing to the mic. There we go. So it looks like he's playing that, you know, nice control variant. Wrathing to Cycle seems okay, but we know he plays, what is it called? Peacekeepers, which are good targets for this. We also can just hero power that down. So now the choice is kind of like, do we power the wild to summon a 3/2? Going on turn 4, he hasn't used coin. Consecrate only kills one thing. Coin True Silver kills both things. We could save this for like a big teacher turn. I think that's right, but we float, you know, 2 mana, which feels pretty bad. Our hand's slightly low. Going on 5 mana. I think we just swing. We wait for combo turns. We don't try to fucking push with a 3/2. That's pointless. It's not pointless, but it just... Alright, so Murloc. So it's still Control Paladin. It's just the Murloc variant. I'm glad we kept the... oh my gosh, the keyboard fell. I'm glad we kept the Wrath, or the Wrath, because now we can just Wrath that down. So we just go ahead, we ramp, we deal 3 damage to this bad boy, and we swing. And then next turn we war it up. And I'm gonna fix this keyboard and hopefully it does not fall down again. Listen to me there, big boy. You're not falling down. Alright, there we go. Doomsayer stops us from playing the war. Unless we draw swipe, which I don't think... Ooh, hot diggity dog, we drew the swipe! So we keep 3/3 on board and stop him from gaining initiative. But we waste swipe. We literally use swipe, kill this, we generate in 1 damage face, keep a 3/3. So is swipe worth a 3/3? Well, what would he play on turn 5 that we would really dislike? Acolyte of Pain, Hero Power... Yeah, I think we do it. We're gonna throw out the 3/2 because I think he's gonna throw out some form of CC here. Like a Consecrate Hero Power seems like something he would do, or he could just wait. But, alright, War Leader, Charger? Oh man, that's what he's gonna do on 5. The Charger. That's not too bad. I'm glad I summoned this 3/2 though. Because this can go taunt, and this goes into here. I guess I could have held it. And just swung face for 3. Yeah. I guess that would have been okay. Yeah. Should have gone face for 3. We need a nourish. Oh, wow. Holy shit. This game's being very generous right now. Do we just kill 1/1? Kind of like, why not, right? Pushing 1 damage face isn't going to do anything, but stopping 1/1s from overwhelming this deck is good. Did we draw 2 giants? We did. We got Yogg as backup at the very end. So right now we... Oh, 7. Avenging? That can't be Avenging Wrath. So lay on hands. Or another anything. I think it's safe to go 1 giant. Yeah, I think it's safe to go 1 giant. We'll roots this. Summon a new dude. We'll hero power it down. Or we, unless we don't want to take 3, we can just swing one of our 1s into it. It'll force them to have to use some equality shit. Yeah, I think we can take 3. And then we'll swing. I don't mind taking 3 face. He's not going to be pushing a lot of damage anytime soon. Like, what? How many Murlocs have died? 3 Murlocs? He's got 2 Wars and 1 Charger. So he's going to have to... He's only 17 cards in the deck. I don't think he's drawn both Anyfins. But I see some form of Equality, Pyromancer, Equality, Consecration, something like that. Which is why we only played 1 Giant. True Silver? Still trying to push through that. Alright, he's still looking for the, for something. Consecration? Okay. And then the horsey into the teacher? No, he already attacked with the horsey. Raven Idol's good. So the question is, do we go ahead, because we know he consecrated, to go ahead and play the, play a teacher? Double teacher? That seems like too much. Yeah, we'll just go for the spell. Another Nourish for the reload seems pretty good. This is nice. We can draw a Wrath. That's super sick. No Wrath. We need to deal with this horsey because he can kill our golem. Or we can just make trade, make new golem. Or we just make trade, make another teacher. But then we don't get any value out of her, which means we should have played her beforehand. I think we just go face. Do we play new giant? Because we know he doesn't have clear. Yeah, I think we play new giant, make trade, swing face. Based on his previous play equality, he doesn't have it. And this pushes a lot of damage and gives him no ability to kill the 8/6 or the 8/8s in 1/8/6 with what he's got going on. Unless he has, you know, he swings and consecrates, which means he's taking an additional 8, which means he's gonna have to heal this turn too. So it's a bluegill, a coin into a heal. Ooh, there you go. I see you. All right, so we need 10 damage. I don't know how to make that happen yet, but we'll see if we can do it. Yogg is away. All right, so we need to kill this dude, no doubt. We could go for Mulch with the Azure Drake, or we can't really ignore it. So we go Azure Drake. That doesn't do it. So we could Wild Growth the cycle, or we just Nourish again. I think we Nourish again, draw more cards. And we're gonna have to make this trade. We could have actually swung 1/1 into there and gone 8 face. That was also an option. Alright, so there's the first Anyfin. If he has a second one, he just wins. Alright, so Fandral. We could start off with a Wrath onto this guy. Innervate's good. So now we go Raven Idol. I guess we could have played Teacher too. Raven Idol gave us a Sylvanas for when he plays Tyrion. Ooh, Swipe is nice. Savage Roar is also nice though. So what would we be? We'd be Living Rootsing this, which means this stays. Nah, we'll just pick Swipe. Now we Innervate. We swipe this. Living Roots. That's maybe grabbing. No, we had to grab the swipe to kill his shit. What if he gets 3 Anyfins though? We dealt with the first one. The second one, I don't think he's gonna do 25. Oh, yeah, actually could do 25 damage, but he doesn't have it. That's good. Wild Pyromancer Equality, Wild Pyromancer Humility, Clear Swing. Good. And this stays at 1. Cool for him. Yeah, that's good. So we go Emperor, hero power this down. We go Sylvanas, hero power this down. But with the hero powering this down, it's kind of not so swell. Because if he anythins, we'd lose. So I think we go Emperor Teacher, but then we can't hero power. So we're gonna draw with Wild Growth first, because we're gonna Emperor. I guess we could also go War. We could have gone War hero power. That was probably better. War hero power was better. This was a misplay. We can get punished pretty hard for this. If he has anything, he wins. He also can kill Emperor with these 2 cards. So if we would have just gone War hero power, he would need some form of clear, and then his anything, we would be able to live past that. So it was a misplay not to play Ancient of War and just hero power down the wild. All right, so he has the land hand. So now we have to assume he's drawn into the stuff, the anything. And he goes and does this, which means we War and we Drake. And we force him to have some form of equality and shit. Alright, so we Drake. And we War. I'm expecting equality con. No, he already used 1 consecrate. He already used a pyromancer. He has a pyromancer, 2 equalities, and a consecrate left, which is a lot. Alright, he's got the keeper. He's got the spoogers. Oh gosh, so we're gonna have to swipe down this douche. Oh no, don't make trades. Yeah, sure, make trades. I don't really care. As long as, okay, face. Alright. Last card, Power of the Wilds. Alright, so we're gonna do the last hurrah here. The swipe. The trade. And then the buff. And now we hope. We pray. No equality consecration, my friend. But it's very likely he has it. Or another anything. There's Pyromancer equality, and now Yogg. Oh, no equality! Wow. This guy must have really bad luck with his cards so far. He's actually gonna be able to draw one too. We can't afford to take more damage. How much damage do we? Obviously not 30.
I have no time for games.
Alright, so this goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. He draws anything, he wins. If he doesn't, we win. But he's got to draw it, man. It's just unlikely he doesn't. We could also be Yogged, but then we draw. There's it. Okay. Yeah. Rip the win streak. Rip the win streak. Alright, we'll play one more and then I gotta call it a night. I'm trying to think of where we could have done better. But our creatures never even lived enough for a good Savage Roar. He was always above 20 health, so. We grabbed Sylvanas for Tyrion, but I didn't see Tyrion. He didn't play him. We never really got a huge board. I suppose when we had Fandrel, right? We should have Teacher Fandrel. But then again, that's just not a good matchup. It's just, he has so much clear. I don't like that matchup at all. I don't think we keep Living Roots against Druid. I mean, Shaman. It just doesn't do anything. We play Warlock, we do. I don't like keeping against a Shaman. All their shit has 3 HP. There's nothing to make trades. We'd have to like swing hero power to kill a Tunnel Trog. And at that, we just spent 3 mana to kill his 1 mana. So that doesn't feel worth. That's not good in my book. It's a pretty fucking horrible opening hand against a Shaman, to be honest, too. Swipe's good, the Innervate's good, but the Swipe's not something we always look for at turn 1, right? And then, like, these cards are just absolute trash, unless he plays the 4-drop 7/7, and then it's just like, thank God we have Mulch. But I think he's playing Crypt's Evolve Shaman, because that's what got posted. The video was posted yesterday, so I've seen 3 of them on ladder today. It's such a joke. Like, not even a card changed. It's just instantly copy-paste deck list. It is mine. think we go Starfall. I like the variety. And then we're gonna hero power, and there's no reason to hit the healing totem because the healing totem will just heal itself again. So always just go face. The healing totem used to heal face a long, long time ago, but that time has passed. That's so crazy. The fucking healing totem heals face. Heals face. That's absurd. That is absurd. What do I do, guys? Jeez. What the fuck is this opening hand? Do we Wrath to cycle and kill this totem? So we Wrath hero power, then we don't Raven Idol. So it's either Raven Idol, yeah. Well, we have Starfall, so I guess killing is not important. Swipe's good. Now we have 2 swipes. I feel a little bit more comfortable, but I still don't feel that fantastic. We literally have the one creature in our deck that we can't. There's Yogg and Giants, and those are just not what you want. And then I would even take War, right? Because we can Innervate War out next turn. Like, but this guy, no, not that guy. He's good later on, but we always seem to draw him. Like, he's first 7. He's always like in our first couple cards every time, and then we'll draw the second one within the next 3. These Giants love me. I don't even know what this guy's playing. It looks like Evolve so far. I mean, it doesn't look like Evolve. It's what everybody's been playing. So there's the flame. We could Wrath that down. Ooh, it's Totem Shaman. I like it. I like it, man. I like it a lot. Alright, well, that makes things more difficult. That's a card. Alright, so swiping. So we'd basically have to Wrath for 1 swipe. Are we Wrath for 3? Nah, swipe's coming down no matter what. Or we could just Starfall, deal 5 damage to it, but I don't like that. It's not too bad. Definitely don't want to mulch. That doesn't feel good. Swiping doesn't kill it, and innervating the Wrath feels really bad. What if we just innervate? We don't. I was gonna say, why don't we innervate War? Because I pretended like I had him instead of the Arcade Giant. Oh my. Oh my. God, using Innervate to just pump out. Well, it's not too bad, right? Because then we get to cycle. So we'd want to cycle first. Jeez, guys. Dude, these hands are just. This is fucking awful. Like, absolutely awful. Like, what do I do with this? Like, the last games we had shit to play and we lost. That's different than just not having anything to play. Just like casually waiting for the... And he's just sitting here totem up. He's just waiting for that turn that he can throw down that thunder bluff and just beast up all his totems. Oh my god. His totems are literally going to kill me. I cannot kill these totems. They have so much HP. This is too much. The totems are too powerful. What the fuck is this, guys? What do I do? This is straight savage. This is a straight savage game. Next turn we go Starfall, swipe. This game is straight savage. Did he have coin? I'm dead. I told you that's what he was waiting for. What the fuck else are we gonna do? Like, that's so sad. It's he can't hero power because he has all of his totems out. Get fucking wrecked. Good coin, broski. You had no idea. That was the plan all along, boys. We make sure he has all the totems out. We don't kill any of them. So then when he summons this, he can't hero power and he wastes the coin. Get fucking wrecked, son. Outplayed by not playing anything. This game is too much, boys. This game is too much. It is actually too much. So we could go Fandral Starfall, deal. No, because it only does 5. We need. Oh, it only does 5, which means we have to target this for 5 and then hit face for 4. Because what if he has another Thunder? Then we just lose. So we actually can't kill these totems for now. No. We can Fandral Starfall because it's going to deal 5 to this and then 2 to everything. That's fine. Yeah, then we don't need to swipe or, you know, waste a bunch of stuff. We just do this. Yeah, this is fine. And then it's going to deal all the good stuff. Yeah, all good. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to kill Thunderbluff and kill none of the totems. Besides, I guess he can swing his 1/1 in though, right? So that still allows him to. He's gonna hex a Fandral. Dude, we have 8/8, son. What are you doing, silly goose? Dude, shut up. I don't have time for this. Your shenanigans. Your name is Spank Blaster. You got me, bro. I'm gonna lose this game to a Spank Blaster, boys. In the backseat of your Rover. That song is also stuck in my head. I don't know why. What is it called? Closer. The Chain Smokers, like, they had a primal whatever for every primal fusion. That's a big totem. We're gonna have to mulch a fucking totem. Keep buffing up that totem. Oh, is that game? I don't even know. What does he have? 2 and then whatever number that comes out to, 7. So he's 9. Alright, we can handle that. Well, kinda. So even with the Drake, that doesn't kill shit. So we've got to actually mulch this. But prior to mulching, so if we Azure Drake mulch, this costs 3, this costs 3, and this costs 5, and that's like more than 10. So I still think we Azure Drake. And then we mulch this, because that is scary shit. And then do we make 3 whatever? We have no teacher. I don't see a big field anytime soon. It's a card. He already used field clear, so yeah. Summon a 3/2, why not? Puts a card on the board as long as he doesn't have like a lightning storm. And he needs what? 7 damage? Peddler by mulch. What could he get? You can get a lot of shit. Mortal Coil. Soulfire. He doesn't have Thunder Bluff, that's good. Hopefully our Azure Drake can live, right? Then we swipe. And then the swipe's gonna do big things. We can actually swipe that Spell Power Totem. And it'll mostly clear the board. Hopefully it lives. Yes. No. I see you targeting shit. Alright, Thing from Below. Alright, sweet. So we're gonna swipe the Thing from Below. Because obviously it's the biggest card. Well, it's the scariest. I like the synergies, bro. Alright, so we Violet Teacher swipe. Holy shit, it's a 5/2? Do we seriously have to swipe the Light Warden? He got all the fucking cards he can get. He gets the even better than Soulfire or anything like that. Because this wins. This can win him the game. We can't even get through it. Because this only does 2 damage to everything. So we actually have to... No, it's gonna die to swipe. I'm a fucking goose. I'm actually a giant goose in disguise. I am actually a fucking goose. And then this dies. Right, because it's just damage that we don't have to take. Yeah. Alright. I am actually just a giant goose. A very silly goose. Alright, Drake, do not give him the goods. Give him the bads, just like you gave us early in the game. Alright, thank you. I accept this bad, and I expect no more. That's what I'm talking about. Spank Blaster, get fucking spank-a-danked. Back on. Give me that Yu-Gi-Oh star back. We're gonna go see Pegasus soon, and we're gonna kick the fuck out of Toontown. If you guys know the reference, then you know what's up. So alright, that was fun. I'll see you guys in the next episode. And yeah, like I mentioned, I'll just mention this on the side. I mentioned this before, but Legend this month going to be difficult. As you can see, it's hard for me to. I don't have the time. I mean, I have the time, but it's very shortened, right? So I'm trying to record the best I can every night after I get off, which is like at 8:30. Eat dinner and get 1 or 2 videos in there and get them to you guys. But I don't have the time outside to grind to Legend, so I'm gonna do my best. But if I can't seem to hit there by there's 1-ish weeks, 7 to 10 days. Before Legend, the season ends, I'm gonna start pumping out deck guides and the deck testings at whatever rank I happen to be at. I know we like to wait till Legend because you face other Legend players and you can see how the deck performs against what we call the best players in the game, right? You reach Legend, you're obviously I wouldn't say the best skilled player, but you're a skilled player, know what's going on, and you most likely are going to make optimal or the most optimal play 90-95% of the time. So it proves the deck can do what it's supposed to do, and that's why we do our deck guides and testings at that rank, because it's like, wow, it performs at Legend, then it'll of course perform at some of the lower ranks. But if we can't get there this month, guys, I'll have to do it at rank 1 through 5, which is where I normally sit without heavily grinding. So hopefully you understand, and yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Of course, I'm Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.